Hello students, welcome to the class. I'm Yogita. Our subject is CNET, Nursing Education for Nurses, and today we are going to discuss about health education. Now, health education which help the individual and community to gain some knowledge on health and improve their health. Now, basically, the word health education has derived from the Greek word hygia. The Hygia means goddess of health. Later, it is described as science of personal or social health education. Definitely, the simple meaning of health education is one who is trained and knowledgeable, taking an opportunity to educate the individual or group or community on some general matter or some specific matter which help to increase their knowledge and bring some changes in their behavior. This is what called health education. Now, what are the importance of health education? It's really important because it creates awareness among the individual or the group. It will improve the knowledge and their performance level. It helps the individual bring certain a positive attitude in their behavior towards health. Health education help the individual mold their behavior towards health. Health education also help the individual so that they may cut their all negative behavior which may have a negative impact on their health. For all this reason, we need health education. Now, different types of health education. Mainly, we can see individual and group health education. Now, individual health education means we are selecting a one person, a one client, one patient, and based on the need of that particular patient, we are providing an health education. A group health education means it's also known as mass health education, where we are selecting a group of people. A general matter is considered. Now, for example, in individual health education, person is suffering with fever. Now, that may be a typhoid fever. So, we are giving education on typhoid. But in mass health education or community health education or group health education, we cannot, one may suffer with malaria, one may have filaria, one may have viral fever, one may have typhoid fever. So we cannot go different topic. We are selecting the topic generally in mass which is applicable for all. Like we can select a topic like mosquito borne diseases, so that what all the type of fever you may get because of mosquito, how you can prevent, how you can take the medication, how you can improve your health. See, all these contents are taught in group health education. So this is the important two types of health education, individual and group. Next, settings, where and all you can give a health education to the individual. Like we can give in community, school and patient care setting. Now community means you are going to that particular area, particular field, and you're selecting the people and you're giving the education. Now here, like you may give in a place where gathering will be there. Like you can go to the Anganavadis, many people are coming there, church or any temple or any community hall or any primary health center, PHC, community health center, where a gathering, a group of people can come and we can provide this education. Apart from that, next one was school. In school setting, we are providing health education in respected schools based on the need of that particular school. Maybe we can provide education for the small children, prevention of accident, education on adolescent and sex hygiene. See, all these things, some in like sensitive matter also can be taught in a group. You can select a homogeneous group and you select the students and you can give the education. Next, patient care setting. Now here, where the patient got admitted in hospital, daycare, or patient may be in a rehabilitation, wherever we are selecting that patient and we are providing the health education. So these are the important three settings where we are giving the health education. Patient care setting, community and school. Okay, let's continue. Now, who will give this health education? That's one of the important question. The person, one who is giving the health education is called as educator. Now, who is this educator? Educator is a person who is belongs to a health profession, a qualified and well trained person with a several number of years of experience in the health profession, so that he is able to render this service called health education. Now, there are 7 areas where the health educator need to focus: communicate and advocate of health, plan health education strategies, assess the individual and community need, conduct the evaluation and research program, implement the health education strategies, resource person, administration health education strategies. Now these all are the areas where the health educator need to focus and provide the health education. Now next is the role of a health educator. Now role of health educator is first assess the need of an individual and community. Find out what's the basic requirement of that particular group. Prepare the group for the health education. Make an arrangement when, where, how, what time, who will come and give health education, what all the materials are required, what all the arrangements are required. See, all this planning should be done by the educator. On that day, make all the arrangement. You see that all the audience are reaching on time so that you are not wasting anybody's time. If any resource person you want, meet the resource persons and bring them, because sometimes, see, I'm a nurse, whatever I may, because I always meet the people. When I say something, there may not be a value. When you call someone a third person, then definitely, oh, he said that. See, definitely when we say that wash hands, it's good for health, no one will believe. But in the film or in the TV, if Shah Rukh Khan comes and tell you do the hand wash, then definitely all are fascinated to do that. Okay, sorry. Now this is the way. If you want, then you need to call some resource persons who are really highly educated so they can influence this group. Then deliver the speech, deliver the material if you have, because sometimes verbal education may not be so so powerful. In that case, you need to use some technology. Also, after going home, they may forget the content, so that we can make some arrangement to distribute some leaflet or pamphlets. So all this arrangement should be done and provide that. Also, you check the level of their knowledge before the education program. Educator need to assess by asking some question. You all may be knowing now all this questioning technique and all. Ask some questions and assess the knowledge of that group. Now, after the education program, again you ask certain questions to check whether they understood or not. Also provide some discussion floor where they can discuss any question, any doubt can be asked and clarify that, because after attending the session, they are going back with lot of doubt and confusion, then there is no meaning of doing any health education. So you need to clarify all the doubts, and whenever they want, you should be a person whom they can easily approach. So you should be very humble, simple, and maintain the confidentiality of your client, patient, or the group. This is very important. So these are the important responsibility of educator. Also make certain strategies that how you implement this education program. Maybe future you wanted to implement in that the school, community, or any area. So make all the strategies. So these all are the responsibility of a health educator. I hope you understood. Today we learned about health education. You can expect 2, 3 or 5 marks question on that. Then definitely I'm very sure that you are able to write now. So thank you all. Please keep watching. I'll meet you in the next class with a new concept.